What's up, guys? Welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great weekend and a productive weekend. Anyways, today I want to talk about steps that you have to take to get your business started. And this is very important. Remember, you're not going to be just selling on Amazon. You're building a legit business here. You're building an asset that you might be able to sell down the road for hundreds of thousands of dollars and maybe even millions. So these steps laid the foundation of starting that business. So anyways, let's jump right into it. So the first step that you have to take is, of course, you have to open an Amazon seller account. And to do that, very easy. Just go to services.amazon.com. You are brought to this page right here. Just click on Start Selling, and you can make an account. It takes literally 2 minutes to do that. Super easy to do. So that's step one. Step two, you're gonna have to come up with a business name, or formerly known as DBA, or doing business as. So for example, I'm Mark, and I will be doing business as, let's say, Sunset Industries. So that would be my DBA name, would be Sunset Industries. So I would take Sunset Industries, my DBA name, and I would then go to step three, register that name with my state. And I can register that name as a sole proprietor or an LCC. Now, the difference between a sole proprietor and LCC is, first, a sole proprietor, it's free to register. LCC is going to cost you anywhere from $200 to $300. Now, the benefits of having an LCC is, first of all, an LCC stands for Limited Liability Company, and the benefits of that is you're protected, because if someone were to sue you, you have more protection. And also, you'll be able to take advantage of the tax write-offs, which is big, because you save a lot of money on taxes. So I recommend to just first start off as a sole proprietor, and then as you start making more sales and more money on Amazon, you can go and do an LCC. I'm personally still registered as a sole proprietor. I just started Amazon about 6 months ago, and I don't have the money to move on to an LCC just yet. But I will be probably registering as an LCC in the next couple months. So once you have your business registered with the state, you're gonna have to also need to require all the licenses depending on where you live. Now, the two big ones are your seller's permit, or also known as a sales tax permit, and also your business license. Now, your seller's permit is important because you're going to take your seller's permit number and you're going to put it into your Amazon seller account to collect all the sales tax that you'll be making on your sales. And then you take that sales tax you collect and then pay it to your state. So that's very important to have. So once you've gotten all your licenses, you're going to also want to get a PO box for your business. Or if you prefer, you can use your personal home address. The PO box is going to vary, monthly charge depending on what you get, whether it's USPS or UPS. So moving on to step 6 now, you're going to want to come up with a brand name that you'll be selling your products under. Now, it's important to keep this brand name very generic. So you'll be able to cover multiple market categories or multiple niches. Now, so let's say, for example, your brand is let's say Rondo, for example. So it's very generic. It's not tied to any specific market category. So let's say you take this brand name Rondo, and you're going to move on to step 7. You're going to check all social media, all social handles, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you're going to make sure that brand name isn't taken. And now it's important to do this because you want to be able to build a Facebook page and an Instagram and maybe even a YouTube channel for your brand, because this will help grow your brand and give it the exposure it needs to grow it. So that's important to do. Once you've done that, you'll also want to do a proper search for your brand name on uspto.gov to make sure that brand name isn't taken or registered by anyone else. To do that, we can just go to uspto.gov/trademark. You're brought to this page. You just scroll down where it says search trademark database. Click on search TESS, and then you're going to come here to the first option, basic word mark search. Click on that, and right here in this box where it says search term, you're going to enter your brand name. So we came up with the brand name Rondo. So hit submit. Okay, and as you can see here, this brand is obviously already taken. You can click on it for an extra information. So you can see this name is already taken. So obviously I wouldn't recommend going that. But yeah, it's important to do that to make sure your brand isn't registered by anyone else. So once that's done, and you've ensured your brand isn't taken by anyone else or registered, you're going to want to purchase a domain for your brand. And I would recommend just going with GoDaddy. It's super easy and it's cheap. I think I paid $11 or $12 a year. So do that. Next, you want to create a logo for your brand, and you can use Upwork or Fiverr to find freelancers who can design your logo. And again, that's also pretty inexpensive, anywhere from $5 to $10 to get that logo. You also want to have an email account for your brand to take care of any customer inquiries or anything business related. I use Office 360. I just like this platform. I think it's easy to use. So get that done. You also then want to get a 1-800 number for your business to keep it professional and have it connected to your personal phone to take care of any customer calls. You can also just have that number be forwarded to a voicemail, so you're not bugged by customers and they can just leave you a voicemail and you can respond to their calls whenever you like. Then you want to build a website with the domain you purchased. Now you can use either Shopify or WordPress to build a website. I personally use Shopify. If there's a $29.99 a month charge for the beginners pack, but I think WordPress is much cheaper. I think around $8 or $10 a month. But I don't know. This is personal preference. I mean, I can talk about another video about Shopify. I personally use Shopify. I like it more. Next, you want to get some type of bookkeeping software to track all the expenses you're going to be making. Because I mean, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be samples. There's going to be your big order quantities, little things like packaging, tape, all that stuff. So let's make sure to track all that. Especially when it comes to taxes, it's very important. I personally don't have a bookkeeping software though. I just use Excel. I just track everything like in this nice little organized Excel sheet, and that does it for me. And the last thing that you have to do is, and I have this last on the list for the reason is, if you have to trademark your brand, and you can use either uspto.gov or LegalZoom. And it's important to trademark your brand because this will protect your brand down the road. And also with Amazon, they made a new rule where you now cannot get brand registered unless your brand is trademarked. And the importance of being brand registered on Amazon is because this will protect you from potential hijackers that will hop onto your listing and start selling a counterfeit product. And this way, if you're trademarked, no one can do that. And if let's say if it were to happen, Amazon will suspend them right away. So it's important to get trademarked. And with that, that's pretty much it. These are the 15 steps that you need to take to get your business started. These are really helpful for me 6 months ago when I started selling on Amazon, and I wanted to share that with you guys. But anyways, that's all I have for today. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.